Hello. So today I'm going to do a quick painting. It's probably going to end up in my There's Always Time For series because it should be really that quick. And it's going to be based off of this reference photo. This is a photo that I took. And if you are someone who's always looking for reference photos, particularly ones that you can use for pieces of art that you want to sell. I've been adding photos that are my own original photos that I personally took to my Pinterest. There's a board that just has my photography, and artists are welcome to use those for making paintings if they want to. And you can sell those paintings. You just can't sell my photos. So, anyway, I think this will be quick. Let's see. Gonna start with actually, I think what I really need to start with is just a little bit of water on my paper, and I'm going with hot press today. I do like cold press better, but I just wanna see how this one works out with smoother paper, especially since I'm going to be drawing a tiny little bird on a fine little wire. And I'm gonna do a really l thin, light coating of water, just enough so the paint moves a little bit. But, I don't want too much. I'm getting fuzz. Oh, and if you notice the paint splatter on my tablet, it's always down here, in my studio, so, I clean it off and it gets back on there. Alright, for my paint today, I'm using my Daniel Smith watercolor stick set that I put these into half pans. And for colors to match the kind of bluish gray, I think I'm gonna mix actually probably some moon glow, which is a little bit it looks purple. I think moon glow is a little bit purple. And I'm gonna mix it with Sodalite Genuine, which is a blue. So if you look at the moon glow here, next to the darker purple, and then the Sodalite Genuine is like a moody gray blue. So I'm gonna mix some of that up over here. I think that'll be a good combo. And I'm definitely gonna need some more paint, but I wanna switch the color to a little bit bluer. So I'm just gonna use the Sodalite Genuine with a little bit of maybe actually like cobalt blue, but just a very small amount. I think that's good. Just gonna start dabbing that down. Even though I am leaving some white space, I also want to use my paper towel a little bit. Just lift a little bit. And now I'm just going to let this dry. I'm actually going to cheat, if you will, and use the heat tool. So I'll do that off camera and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so this is all dry. And also, I know that I mentioned that this was hot press, but if you're wondering, this is a Fluid 100 brand. It's Fluid 100, 4x6, 140 pound, 300 GSM, and you may have noticed it is a watercolor block. So now it is just time to add the bird on the wire. And I'm going to go ahead and use this little ruler business card from St. Louis Art Supply. That's adorable. And it's pretty much straight in the photo that I took, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make it a straight across wire. I'm using a Pentel point liner, size 0.5 in black. Let's see. And just like that, we have a wire. And in the photo, there actually is another wire a little bit angled down here. So I'm going to go ahead and add that little detail as well. And now I'm just going to draw the bird. And I do really need to start angling this so it's easier for you to see when I'm drawing something. My hand usually ends up on top of it. But for right now, I'm just going to draw it. And one of these days, I'll fix my setup so it get a better angle when I'm drawing things. Let's see if I can handle drawing a tiny little bird. I probably should pencil it first, right? If I don't trust myself, but I'm just going to draw. He's got a wing. Comes like this. He's got a little whoop, beak, whoop, beak. All right, and then you can see a little bit of his little 1-footer. And then over here, you just see his little tail. There you have it. So just to do a little side by side, my photo and my painting. Oop, turned. Hold on. Cute. And then, like I said, if you want photos to use for reference, particularly if you want to be able to sell the painting that you make using the reference, I have a board on my Pinterest and I'll be adding to it regularly. And I do permit artists to use the photos that I've taken. I own the rights to them. I took the photos. You can use the photos as references, and even for art that you sell, you just can't resell my photos in any way, edited or otherwise. And I'm not saying you would want to. I just have to put that out there, right? So anyway, like I said, quick and easy. And that's it for today. I'll see you next time.